You're listening to the Online Entrepreneur Experience with Jarrett Jenny and John Olson, aka CHeeRz.
Welcome to the next episode. I'm John Olson, aka CHeeRz. That's Jarrett Jenny, aka SWR, aka Lucky Some B.
Why is that? What's that?
You just got back from vacay.
I know. Yeah, my sister got married, so you guys have watched a few of these episodes before. We're both located in Minnesota, and I was in South Carolina for a week getting my sister married off, so it was a good trip, but I'm excited to be back.
Absolutely. Nothing like home sweet home.
Absolutely not. And I just told you before we hit record here, I can only take like so much of just chilling out, and then I feel like I want to do something. And I just sent a short over to Mark actually, and I was talking about setting a different perspective for yourself by forcing yourself to get away, so like for me with my online business and my Taekwondo gym and my auto repair business, it's like I got a lot going on all the time and it's hard for me to take a break, and eventually you just get burnt out. So this vacation was kind of like forced upon me because obviously I'm not going to miss my sister's wedding, but you don't realize it until you come back. Like I came back and like this morning I woke up at 8 and I just started pumping stuff out, getting a bunch of stuff done. And I wouldn't have had that perspective had I not taken a break.
Yeah, definitely.
And
it's not until you actually do something.
Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. Nothing is impossible. Do it.
That you actually realize that you're gonna miss something.
Yeah.
Like I noticed you weren't really active online very much. I don't know if your service was kind of shoddy out there or what was going on, but that little break is crucial in anything. That's why people that work a 9-to-5 job, most of the time when they do take their vacation, they can't afford to go anywhere.
Right.
It's all about, I'm going to stay home and mow the lawn, watch some Netflix.
Yeah.
And then, and it's rather sad, in my eyes, but yeah.
Well, it definitely is. And when it doesn't have to be a beach vacation, obviously I knew about my vacation a year in advance, so I could financially plan, it wasn't cheap, but it doesn't have to be, you don't have to go to the beach, but the key is you got to change your view. If let's say you take a break, but every single day your break is sitting on your back deck. Well, it's a break. You get a little mental clarity, but it's the exact same thing. You're in the same bubble. I don't care if it's going to a different coffee shop or a different brewery that you've never been to before. You got to do something different, and you remove yourself from your life a little bit, and you're going to come back and be more productive. And an example of this, like you said, I wasn't online very much while I was gone. I was kind of like, what? There's more to life, right? And even on my trip, like it was funny. You see people, I'm at the beach and like a shark went by my dad, like right next to his feet. And then a guy caught a stingray, and there were people like, they're sitting there, like looking through their phone lens as they're there in real life. They're so concerned about sharing what they're seeing with everybody else. It's like, okay, you're literally here first person and you're still looking through a screen at it. Like I left my phone at the beach house. If I went to the beach for the day, I filmed a couple shorts for our YouTube channel, and that was about it. Like I left my phone home. I was like, I just need a break, and it made me much more productive when I got back. I was super busy before I left, super stressed out. I just had a crazy couple weeks with all my businesses and everything. I know I was bitching to you about it, and the break helped me. And the one thing I wanted to touch on today was, I know we've talked about it a little bit, but using your time effectively. And one night I was laying in bed, and usually I'll listen to like a guided sleep meditation or something like that. So I'm at the beach house and I'm scrolling through my phone trying to pick something. And this TikTok video of this guy, and he was talking, he said, okay, so if you have a job, a 9-to-5 job, and you work at 7 a.m., you're going to be there.
Yeah.
If you work in food service and your boss says take out the trash, you're going to take out the trash. But as soon as you tell yourself, I'm going to start a business, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, all of a sudden you don't do it. And I was like, wait a minute. He goes, it's a lack of self-respect.
Yeah.
You respect your
100%.
employer, you respect your job, but when you tell yourself you're going to do something for you, all of a sudden your respect goes out the window. It's a lack of self-respect, and you have to get to the root of that if you want to be successful.
Exactly. And that's just it. You don't want to do yourself a disservice. And people do it every day. Like myself, I followed Kellen for 2 years. I went from online business to just quitting. And I was keeping Kellen in the loop of what I was doing, like Shopify and all this BS. And he always encouraged me, but he's like, yeah, good luck with that. And I would quit every time. And then I started realizing that it was right in front of my nose the entire time.
Yeah.
And it was nothing to do with anything except my lack of confidence in myself.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put in the work, because what if I put in all this work and I fail? And that's mindset, so like now I look back on all that, it makes me laugh, which it shouldn't, but it's funny because I can see it in other people happening. So when you actually have self-respect and you have that confidence to actually do something, give yourself a command and follow through. That's one of the biggest steps in life.
Yeah.
It's called commitment.
Yeah.
So yeah,
absolutely.
like today I just wrote down, because I was sitting on the couch and taking a break, and I just had a thought, and I was like, what is stress? I was like, what is it? Because I'm rarely stressed, because I trained myself not to be stressed, but stress is working towards something that you don't have love for.
Yeah.
It's going to a 9-to-5 job, hating every second of your life, thinking about when is 3 o'clock going to come, when is 5 o'clock going to come, and then you're thinking of you're literally killing yourself if you're stressed. Well, then I went and I was like, what is passion? And I wrote it down, and I go, passion is working towards something or on something that you love. So why not be passionate about yourself? Self-talk in the mirror. I can achieve anything that I want. Say that in the mirror every day.
Yeah.
And find something you're passionate about and just go for it. You're going to be a lot less stressed. Or put it this way, if you are stressed about it, you're going down the wrong path. But there's 2 types of stress, in my eyes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's stress of fear, which is self-doubt. And then there's stress of doing something that you hate over and over and over, repeatedly. Pick one.
Yeah.
Which stress do you want? So I hope that made sense. I kind of put on that one.
No, that's great. And there's a couple things I want to touch on. Sorry, I had to reposition in kind of relation to that. So one of them is you got to surround yourself with the right people, right? And a huge thing that I did. So when I was gone, I dropped my dog off at my girlfriend's place, and she watched my dog. So obviously I get back and I'm gonna hang out with her, right? So I go pick up my dog, I hang out. And one of the things we did last night is the 2 of us sat down with a sheet of paper, each one of us with a blank sheet of paper, and we wrote down the things we wanted and then steps as to how we were going to get them. I did it, she did it, and then we kind of like switched and read each other's and communicated as to how we could help each other achieve these goals. But that's huge. Like if you don't have people like that in your life that are going to hold you accountable and just help you, in that sense,
Yeah.
It would never work. You need people that are going to push you. And you said writing stuff down, right? I'm going to give you 3 tools that anybody could buy for less than $50 that's going to help you in your life. One of them is a journal. I had to put this clip on here because the little wrappy bandy fell off, but a journal, you have an idea, you write it down. You need a schedule. If you're someone who needs to be disciplined, self-discipline is a challenge for most of us. Write it down, write in here every day. And then, exactly. Write it down every day. Put what you're going to do. I'm talking long-term goals and short-term goals. The second thing, and this is really cool, this is a book from one of my friends. One of my good childhood friends wrote this book. It's called Lazy Creativity. This book is fantastic. You can buy it on Amazon. Kyle Bernier is the author. I absolutely love this book. I think it's about 15 to 20 bucks. There's a free audio version. So these two books together were at about 30 bucks. Last one, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I bought this at Barnes & Noble for $11, right? And I don't care if you only have time to read 2 pages a day or write 1 note to yourself a day.
No.
Again, I'm going to bring up my girlfriend again because she's awesome. But I went into her bathroom last night and there's like sticky notes and dry erase marker all over the mirror, you know, of things she wants to get done and positive affirmations for herself. But all of these things, you know, this costs nothing to do. And if you can only read 2 pages a day, in 100 days, you read, you know, this book is, let's see, this book, 235 pages. So in 100 days, you'd read this whole book if you read 2 pages a day.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's building a habit too. And it's a lifestyle after that. So
yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And my last kind of note I put on this is, so we were talking, me and my girlfriend, about habits and stuff like that as we're writing these things down. And I want to work out 3 times a week on there. And Jordan Peterson said it best. And I was listening to his podcast. He said, one of the biggest problems people have is they want to do better. Everyone wants better for themselves, but they make a goal and their steps to reaching that goal are way too rigid. Like, let's say you want to be healthier and people are like, I'm only going to eat raw fruits and vegetables and fish and absolutely no junk food. It's like, well, yeah, it's easy for a week, but as soon as you eat that 1 bag of Doritos, you're going to feel like you failed and you're going to fall off. So I put 3 days of working out a week because that's manageable. You know, it's a step in the right direction. It's a great active lifestyle. But if I said I'm going to work out 7 days a week, as soon as I miss one, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yep.
You can't, you gotta set your routines and your goals as if you're someone that you want to see succeed. You know, act like your goals for yourself are for somebody that you care about and you want to see them succeed. If you make it too rigid and too hard, well, of course you're going to fail. You know, maybe you do 3 days a week for 3 months. And after 3 months, that's easy and you're used to it. You add a 4th day. That's how you progress.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I know for myself, like when I really start getting into working out, it becomes an addiction.
Yeah.
You know, it's just easy. Your body's energized. You're ready to rock and roll. And I'm just going to call this the ladder effect. If you set your tiers too high, you're not going to be able to reach them. So baby steps the entire way. That's why ladders are spaced at mostly 14 inches, I believe, because that's the average. If they put them at 36 inches, I mean, you'd be bringing your foot up to your chest trying to get to the next level. So
you might be able to do it, but I'm short, man. I wouldn't be able to reach.
I just use my arms and climb.
I think this is killer. I like, you know, we had a little technical difficulty when I was down in South Carolina. I wanted to get some you guys with some palm trees in the background, but it just sometimes shit happens. It didn't work out. So I'm glad we're able to get this one done. Yeah,
can't force nothing in life. If you're forcing it, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, yeah, I think we killed it. You want me to exit us?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right on. This has been the next episode of Jarrett Jenny, aka SWR. I'm John Olson, aka CHeeRz. As always, God bless. Hit subscribe, like, share, comment. We'll see you on the next episode.
All right, good talking to you, buddy. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning into the Online Entrepreneur Experience. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes that we're releasing and any of these amazing pieces of value that we're giving out. And if you could take the time out of your day and leave us a review, we would be so grateful. We look forward to seeing you on that next episode.